Most beginners do not lose money because they are bad at math. They lose money because they start investing with no plan, no timeline, and the confidence level of a squirrel crossing a 6-lane highway. Today, I am going to show you the 5 steps that help beginners stop guessing, start investing, and avoid turning their portfolio into a financial junk drawer. If you are new to investing, this matters because every year you wait is a year your money does not get a chance to work for you. And listen, your money wants a job. Right now, some of it may be sitting in a checking account wearing pajamas at noon. We need to put it to work. Before we get started, if you want a deeper dive into wealth generation, get my book, The Wealth Basics, a practical guide to investing and building generational wealth, the stuff we should have learned in high school. It is available on Amazon, and the link is in the description. Ready to dive in? Here is the game plan. First, I will help you figure out whether you are actually ready to invest. Second, we will set a real goal so your money has a destination. Third, we will talk about risk without making it feel like a haunted house tour. Fourth, we will choose a simple, beginner-friendly investing approach. And fifth, we will automate the process so your future self can thank you instead of sending you a strongly worded email with 3 exclamation points. Disclaimer: this content is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is not financial, legal, or tax advice. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Consider your goals, time horizon, and risk tolerance before investing. Speak with a certified financial advisor to help you develop a customized plan. Now let's get back to learning. Picture 2 beginners. Beginner A waits until they feel perfectly ready. They read articles, watch videos, open 3 brokerage tabs, get overwhelmed, and then somehow end up shopping for an air fryer. Beginner B starts small, follows a plan, diversifies, and invests automatically. The difference is not genius. The difference is a system. Industry leaders say the same thing in plain English. Fidelity suggests checking your financial readiness first, including having emergency savings, then matching investments to your goals, risk tolerance, and time horizon. BlackRock says beginners should define goals, understand risk tolerance, start early, automate, diversify, and adjust over time. Vanguard emphasizes diversification as a key to long-term investing, and Schwab explains that dollar-cost averaging can help investors build discipline and reduce the pressure of trying to time the market. But here is where most beginners get this wrong. They ask, "What should I buy?" before they answer, "Why am I investing?" That is like buying a plane ticket before deciding whether you are going to Denver, Disney World, or your cousin's suspicious destination wedding. Before investing, make sure your financial foundation is not held together with duct tape and optimism. Fidelity suggests starting with at least $1,000 in emergency savings, then building toward 3 to 6 months of expenses. Why? Because the stock market is not your emergency fund. If your car breaks down, you do not want to sell investments during a bad market just to pay for a transmission that sounds like a blender full of rocks. Ask yourself, what is this money for? Retirement in 30 years? A house in 5 years? A vacation next summer? Goals matter because time changes the strategy. Money needed soon usually needs more safety. Money for decades from now can usually handle more ups and downs because it has time to recover. But competition is coming. AMD is the most obvious challenger in merchant AI accelerators. AMD has strong CPU relationships, improving GPU products, and major customers willing to test alternatives because nobody wants to be completely dependent on one supplier. If NVIDIA is the 5-star steakhouse, AMD is the very talented restaurant across the street saying, "We also have reservations available, and our bread is free." Diversification means not betting your whole future on one stock, one sector, or one hot tip from a guy at the gym who says, "Trust me, bro." Vanguard explains that diversification spreads your money across multiple investments, so if one drops, others may help stabilize the portfolio. BlackRock also notes that diversification across assets, industries, and geographies can help reduce the risk of major losses. Once your account is open and your investment plan is set, automate contributions. Schwab explains dollar-cost averaging as investing a fixed dollar amount on a regular schedule, regardless of share price. In their example, investing $100 per month over 5 months bought 135 shares at an average cost of $3.70 per share, compared with investing $500 all at once at $5 per share and buying only 100 shares. The point is not that dollar-cost averaging always wins. The point is that it helps remove the emotional drama of trying to guess the perfect day to invest. Now here's the part nobody talks about. Most beginners do not need a complicated strategy. They need a repeatable one. Complexity makes you feel smart until it makes you quit. Simplicity keeps you in the game. Here is the beginner investing framework. Number 1. Build your emergency cushion first. Number 2. Write down the goal and timeline. Number 3. Choose an account that matches the goal, like a workplace retirement plan, IRA, or taxable brokerage account. Number 4. Use diversified investments such as broad mutual funds or ETFs if they fit your plan. Number 5. Automate contributions and review your allocation at least once a year or when your life changes. Fidelity highlights that your investments should align with your goals, risk tolerance, and time horizon. Vanguard says diversification is one of the most fundamental strategies for long-term portfolio growth. BlackRock points beginners towards starting early, automating, diversifying, and adjusting over time. Schwab says dollar-cost averaging can help manage timing risk and reduce stress. That is the fix. Build the system before chasing the investment. Let's recap. Step 1. Get financially ready before you invest. Step 2. Define the goal so your money has a destination. Step 3. Understand your risk tolerance so market drops do not turn you into a panic-selling raccoon. Step 4. Diversify so your future is not riding on one stock tip. Step 5. Automate your investing so consistency does the heavy lifting. The goal is not to become the loudest person at a dinner party talking about stock charts. Please, do not become that person. The goal is to build confidence, take smart action, and give your money time to grow. If you find this video helpful, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to help the channel grow and reach more investors who want to build smarter, calmer portfolios. Do you want a deeper dive? Get my book, The Wealth Basics, a practical guide to investing and building generational wealth, the stuff we should have learned in high school. Available on Amazon. Link is in the description. If you want to see how these 5 steps play out in a real portfolio, watch the next video that is displayed on screen. It ties everything together and shows how beginners can turn a simple plan into a smarter, calmer investing strategy.